Welcome back to Twin Tarot. I'm annoyed.
And I'm Gary.
We've spent literally the last 30 minutes as well. What do you want to read about? What do you want to read about? Read about something, damn it. I want to go to bed. Tired.
Oh,
7:45. Been up since 5 this morning. I know you get up earlier than I do.
I do. I get up at 4:45.
You do it willingly. I do it begrudgingly. Stupid. You have to get on campus. BS. Anyway, Gary has a groundbreaking subject he wants to read on. Take it away, Garv.
Okay,
I let Gary pick all the topics, by the way, in case you're not aware. I just say, nobody's going to want to see that.
Yeah, Dave, I've been making suggestions. Dave's been shooting them down. So we're just going to go with one of my suggestions. Let's talk about Donald Trump and his Peace Prize. So the Nobel Commission is the committee is going to announce their Nobel Peace Prize recipient on Friday, October the 10th at I don't know if it's 3:00 Eastern or 5:00 Eastern time, but they're going to announce it on Friday afternoon.
He won't get it on either time.
Well, I think we should take a look because
I wonder if they'll tell him he won it. He's addled. He won't check. Give him a big gold-colored piece of metal with a ribbon on it.
He could take his victory lap, put it on the cover of Time magazine.
Oh, jeez. That'd be amazing. They gave out the medicine one today. That was really cool. It was on a couple, I think, a U.S. scientist and a Japanese scientist looking at T-cell differentiation and how it impacts how the immune system works, especially with autoimmune diseases. Because one T-cell activates a regulatory T-cell, which regulates the body's response to antigens. And in the case of autoimmune stuff, you attack your own cells, and they found a defect in one of the cells that regulates the T cells that create the response. So if they can sort out the biochemistry of everything that's going on with it, you can have therapies for autoimmune diseases. That'll be amazing. Gary's really excited by this.
I am. You can tell Dave's in the sciences. Yeah.
Immunology and this kind of stuff wasn't exactly my strong suit, but I know enough about what's going on to appreciate the impact of it. At least it was dumbed down enough that I could understand it.
That's good. You have to dumb it down a little more for me to get into it. Yeah, so Trump wants to get his Peace Prize. He's basically said he's resolved like 7 or 8 conflicts. 8 in 8 months. That's pretty good. Trump. That was Trump's quote in his September 30th military leadership in Quantico meeting. They'll give it to some guy that didn't do a damn thing, he said, but it'll be a big insult to our country, I'll tell you that. So Trump definitely wants his Peace Prize. He's been nominated. I think Netanyahu nominated him, and there was like 3 different groups that nominated him. They don't. The commission does not vet out the nominations. If you make a nomination, they accept it. You have to be a part of a certain group of people to actually make a nomination, but they don't do any pre-vetting. the Norwegian Nobel Committee. Let's see. They review all valid nominations to prepare a short list for further consideration. There was 338 valid nominations, 224 individuals, and 94 organizations. And so then they basically make a short list, they argue, and then they make a decision.
Got it.
Okay, so
all right, take it away.
For entertainment purposes only, how was the committee? How did they feel about Donald's nomination? Okay, well, let's see.
Did it come wrapped in $100 bill?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so the foundation is the Ace of Pentacles. That was kind of my first thought, is he tried to bribe his way in. Ace of Pentacles. They showing all the wonderful things he's done to create peace in the world.
I would go straight with bribery, and I would leave it right there.
The challenge is the Queen of Pentacles. Now, there was one thing that they mentioned that they're looking for. It's not just ending war, but it's the Peace Prize should be awarded. In Nobel's will, the guy that created the left the foundation all the money for the Peace Prize. He said in his will that the Peace Prize should go to the person who shall have done the most or best work for fraternity between nations and the abolition or reduction of standing armies and the formation and spreading of peace congresses. Okay, so Trump is claiming he's ended all these wars, but I don't think there's a person on the planet that thinks he's done the best work for fraternity between nations. It's just basically, I'm doing what's best for me. Energy underneath it, the Fool. Well, if they give it to him, this Peace Prize, the legitimacy of this Peace Prize goes over the cliff. It could just be he takes them for fools. He's thinking that he'll score political points and he can force them through political pressure to give him his Peace Prize. In the past, you got the Two of Wands, actions he's taken around the world. Not necessarily all positive. Granted, he has definitely stuck his nose in a bunch of places where maybe it shouldn't be, but he's been taking actions because he wants that prize. Current energy is the Hermit, just trying to find that path forward. How do we break the news to him? I'm sure someone is assigned to be devil's advocate, as to why this guy should get it, and then try and convince the other panelists, the other members of the committee, why he's best. I think it's a 5-member committee, but trying to find that path forward. Overarching energy is a star. Trump playing on his star power to try and influence this. Lesson to be learned is the Two of Swords. They have a choice to make. Do we give it to Trump and get him to shut the hell up and go away, or do we stick to our ethics and our beliefs? It's like Dave said, do you just give him one? So, a big gold-plated sign that says Nobel Peace Prizes. Peace is probably spelled Piece. And then the outcome is the Emperor. Hey, maybe they'll give it to him. They figure that maybe this will give him like positive reinforcement, and he'll strive for more. He'll strive to use the U.S.'s powers to force peace on people. Your thoughts?
The Queen of Coins is kind of like taking care of humanity, but also like we don't really need the money. It's about practicality. Now, of course, they offer him so much money, he can't possibly refuse.
It's like in Life of Brian, where the 3 wise men show up with gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Yeah, thanks for the gold, frankincense, and myrrh. You don't have to bring the myrrh next time. Very happy with the gold.
I'm curious if is the Nobel Committee feeling pressure to somehow reward Trump?
Yeah, I think that's a great question.
From their perspective, are they feeling pressure to do this? Knight of Pentacles, giving that
showing up.
Yeah, giving that award versus the problem is that he causes wars.
It comes back to that, do the best work for fraternity between nations. I mean, there is no one that's going to accuse him of trying to create fraternity. It's do it because you're going to lose. It's just there's a winner and a loser. A fraternity would suggest that you're looking for a win-win scenario.
I think they made up their mind pretty quickly. That's what they're doing with it. And there's your Emperor card again. The Emperor with no clothes. The Mad King wanting this. They have lots of good choices that they can choose between. He would not be one of them. He's the bad choice. There is some anxiety here, though, about who to give it to.
Well, he has ended 8 wars, according to him.
Sure. But
seven for right now. He's working on number 8.
Thus reward is 9 of coins. It's not even so much the money. It's the prestige that comes with this award. This award comes with prestige. I'm not really necessarily seeing a black. This card's interesting. The anxiety over it and the prestige that comes with it. And the anxiety is only because of, when you have lots of good candidates, how do you select one?
Yeah.
On this one? And maybe what they're looking for is they're looking for a person who's reducing the anxiety in this world. The outcome is the Wheel of Fortune. I think they give it to somebody who's either won this before or has been nominated before and hasn't gotten it in the past. They could always tell Trump that this wasn't his time, give it another go around, maybe next year type of thing. I do wonder if they make a special award for him. The honor, not the honorable message, but the certificate of participation.
Yeah, participation award. It'll be big and gold, right?
Yeah, I wonder if read on if they'll give him some type of special participation trophy for being nominated to the Nobel Peace Prize or having been nominated X number of times. And I think you've been nominated for a Peace Prize 3 times. We're going to give you a special Lifetime Achievement Award. And you got the same card. Awesome.
Yeah, there's your Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, that's entirely possible, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where they come up with some special award.
Oh, when you can just imagine the Norwegians, their tongues firmly planted in their cheeks as they give this one to them with just biting sarcasm, very dry biting sarcasm as they hand it to him, as only the Europeans can do.
Let's see. So we got the Wheel of Fortune. So are they going to come up with some sort of
participation trophy?
If that's not a participation trophy, I hadn't thought about that, but the more I'm seeing what's here, is that sure seems to fit what we're seeing.
Oh yeah, just like a child. Treating them like a child. Yeah. I will say, you mentioned when you were talking a little earlier about me talking about giving it to him. That was actually something Cash Peters threw out there several months ago. It's like, we talk about Trump wanting a Peace Prize, and he's just like, what would be the harm in just giving him one? And it's like, because the Peace Prize means something, and integrity, and blah, blah. And Cash looks at it from a very pragmatic, so what? Nobody's going to believe it means anything. The only person who's going to believe it means something is Trump. And maybe if that's all it takes to get him to go away, he won his Peace Prize. Now he can die in peace.
Yeah.
Would you do it?
Yeah.
Just saying.
I mean, that is totally legit. I do remember that reading because I was all up in arms about the legitimacy of it. Yeah, doing exactly what you're doing, the harumphing. And then you have to really stop and think. It's like, as much as you don't want to taint it and dilute it and corrupt it like that, you could make if you could guarantee that if we give you the Peace Prize, you go away. You get off the world stage. You go play golf and
you'll never get guarantees. It's just like, well, if we try this, maybe it'll be something. I mean, Rush Limbaugh got like a presidential Medal of Freedom, and the world didn't stop, so
Oh well, yeah.
Charlie Kirk's going to be deified or something like that. The world didn't stop, so who cares?
Yeah. So the energy
It's a hunk of metal.
Just give the little baby his prize.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right. In the past, you got the magician. Hey, he did manifest. He inserted himself in these conflicts, and he was able to get some resolutions. Now, whether he actually created a lasting peace or he did anything meaningful to stop the conflict, that's his messaging. It's whether they believe it or not. That's certainly his messaging. Current energy is the sun, shining a light on what's going on. So will they give it to him? They just, I mean, you're getting a lot of youthful energy here. Give the baby his prize. You ride his horse off into the sunset. Overarching energy, there's your Knight of Swords. His actions are reckless, but he's taking action. So, I mean, you got that. Lots, Knight of Swords could be all about conflicts and fighting too. This is definitely a fast-moving action card. Lesson to be learned, King of Pentacles. He's got the power. He's got the money.
He's sitting there with his peace prize.
That's right. The knight gave it to me.
He's got his medal. Look, here he is with his medal.
Yeah, I got it on my table here. What's the outcome? Will they give him
it's like his golfing trophies?
There you go. There it is. Page of Swords. Oh, so Page of Swords. Let's kind of bring the battle on. Bring it on, baby. Good job. Good job defending. It's entirely possible. Why don't you want to do a yes/no four-carder on that? You know what? I would not be surprised if they came up with this.
If they come up with some special participation trophy
for entertainment purposes only.
A special prize just for him. No money involved. It's just the prestige.
Oh my God. Just a big gold plaque. Whatever, it's got to be big and gaudy and gold.
Yeah, gold plated, spray painted gold.
Highest number of wars ended in a single year.
If Trump were given a special award, how would he handle it? Doesn't go in the trophy case. Four Carter, King of Cups. There's the man Trump himself. There's the crybaby. The crybaby king, Ace of Wands. Here he is talking about his medal.
He's going to show it to everybody.
He's going to talk about how unfair it was that he didn't win after taking all these actions here. He's look at all these aces, justified in winning. He's the star. If he doesn't get it, he's going to be. He'll just be talking about it nonstop. How much he deserved it. It's unfair. He did all this work for it. Yada yada yada. If they do give him a special award to it, he'll talk about how wonderful the award is. Again, how hard he worked for it, all the stuff he did, and how deserving he and the United States are for this recognition. And it's not saying one way or another. The answer's the same. It's just how angry he is when he presents it. So, in other words, it's I deserve this. I did all this. Da 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 da. The only difference, if they give him the award, I want to thank the Nobel Prize Committee for doing this because I did this, that, and the other thing, and I deserve it. Versus the Nobel Committee is made of a bunch of idiots because I did this, that, and the other thing, and I deserved it. Everything's the same. It's just, are they the greatest people ever, or has he never met them before in his life? Never met them before. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The narrative's the same. It's just if he has a tantrum or not. It really, that's where he is. That's where our president is. Congratulations, go team.
Yeah, I think that's your Ace of Clubs and your Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is here's my truth, and the Ace of Clubs is do I have to hit him over the head with it?
And he does.
Yeah.
He took all these actions. He did all these things, and again. We'll find out. honestly, I can't imagine them doing it and sullying the name. But they might.
Yeah.
They might do something else.
Well, you know how Trump is. You can manipulate him so easily. Maybe this is a way to manipulate him into doing things that other people want him to do.
The only way that this happens is if he's got something on them to embarrass, humiliate, or take them down a peg, and they're going to cover their butts.
Yeah. Well, we shall see. We'll know. We're recording this on Wednesday, October the 8th at 8:00 at night. We'll know in 2 days.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for watching this video and supporting our channel. We do appreciate it.
Yeah, if you like these videos, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell. We put out a new video every night at midnight. Leave a comment. I read them all and respond to many.
And for those people at home that want participation trophy cards,
we give our equivalent. So the Winter Wren, who mentions that October 6th, which was 2 days ago, was her husband's birthday. And if you have a spare card for him and the year to come, we'd love to know.
There we go. You've got the Ace of Swords and the Seven of Coins. So look at your investments, look at your money, and invest wisely. It's going to be a rough winter.
How about a shout out to Michelle, also known as Kentucky Belle, who made several $2 donations because for whatever reason, YouTube limits. They limit her to perfect card.
Here's your 2 coins. Keep hitting the $2 button.
I have no idea why it limits her. And then I want to give one more shout out to Vilma Rowe.
Vilma Rowe.
Vilma Rowe.
King of Coins for Vilma Rowe.
Vilma says that she watches Tarot by the Bay first, the Twin Tarot second.
She's got the order right.
Yeah. Oh, thank you so much, Vilma. It's
King
so
of Coins.
And then I want to give one more shout out to Pick and Duck, also known as Donald, who
Peking as in like Chinese duck delicious duck dinner.
No, I think it's picking more like because Donald plays string instruments. So in my mind, he's doing he's picking the strings on the instrument.
Kind of like your favorite dude in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh yes, rocking on his chair up at the swamp.
What your ideal retirement? Sitting in a small cabin on the bayou with fireflies plinking your guitar.
Yeah, the only problem is the crocodiles that are the alligators nearby. That does make me a little nervous. Other than that, it's the serenity of that. I love it.
Well, I would be worried about the skeeters flying off with you too.
But yeah, you got that too. They'll take them a little longer to kill you than the croc. And then a card for the rest of us. Cover up there. The world card. It's not the end of the world if they give him a little participation trophy.
We'll have some fun on his expense if he gets something like that.
All right, that's what we got for you. I hope you all have a great night. Take care, folks.
Have a good one. We'll catch you on the next video. Take care.
Bye.